Hey there, White Sox fans. As you can see, things are a little bit different right now. Some excitement in the future, in the near future. And we're going to do something a little bit different for this week for the prediction contest. This will be the place that you make your predictions for this coming week, your picks to click predictions, that is. And the leaderboard update and all the tabulations will be out in tomorrow's video. So with the White Sox having a game on Monday, I wanted to get this video up ASAP so that you guys can make your pick. So go ahead and do that right now in the comments below. So let's start by taking a look at this coming week. And again, Monday, it's an earlier game too, 6:40. So please try to get your comments in, your predictions in by first pitch on Monday. I'll be a little bit lenient, but it has to be at least early in the game on Monday, the 17th. They have a 3-game set against the Twins and a day off on Thursday, and then 3 games in New York, which is always kind of fun to see the White Sox play the Bronx Bombers, and hopefully we'll be doing some bombing of our own while we're out there. Also, over on Twitter, I decided to post a poll question just for the second time. There's been a lot of interesting things that have been a byproduct of the COVID era of baseball, and it's going to be interesting to see which things continue on, which things don't. And I wondered, especially with the White Sox having a doubleheader this last week, the third doubleheader of the year, actually. If one of these two things had to continue into next year, but only one of them, which would you prefer it to be? Would it be 7-inning doubleheaders, or would it be starting with a runner on second base in extra innings? Don't respond to that question here in the comments. Do that over on Twitter. You do not need to follow me to respond, but the link to my Twitter is over there, and it's the pinned tweet, so it's the one on the top of the page. Really quickly, talking a bit more about our pick-to-click contest. While I haven't confirmed all the tabulations yet about who is going to be the number one and who will be the second place best offensive player from the last week, there are some things I can already report. First off, I don't know if any other week got as many votes as this past week. I think around 60 of you made your predictions, which is awesome. I'd love to see that number going up as much as possible because it's just another fun way to enjoy the game we love and cheer on the team we love. But so many of you predicted accurately that Andrew Vaughn was going to hit his first homer, his first major league home run this week. It was crazy how many of you predicted that. And there were actually, I think, a couple of you that said he was going to hit 2 this week, and you guys were right. So to just celebrate that awesome moment, it was such a great feel-good moment early in the week, and of course the second home run coming over the weekend here, I decided that everybody that participated would get a bonus point. So it really does pay to participate week in, week out. You just never know when something awesome and wild like this would happen. So even if you picked a player that didn't perform very well, you will be getting 2 points. And hey, if you pick the top player, instead of getting 5, you'll be getting 6 points. And the second place finisher, instead of 3 points, you'll be getting 4. And the other thing that we know right now is if you picked Jose Abreu, you're getting a bonus point because it was just our second walk-off win of the year. And anytime a player walks it off, whoever picks that player is going to earn an extra point. So even if Jose had a terrible week and you picked him, you would get 3 points, 2 from just participating and 1 for the walk-off. However, I think anybody that picked Jose is probably getting more than just those 3 points. He had talk about a roller coaster of a week. Starting off very strong, having a huge injury scare, and then coming back and just being the team leader, the captain that he is. Super exciting to see. And to talk a little bit more about the White Sox this week, again, roller coaster is the only way to say it. They were dominant against the Twins. And even though the Sox put up a lot of runs against the Twins, that's still a team that I'm never going to take lightly. I've said it many times, and I'm going to keep on saying it. They are too good to be underperforming this much for this long. Still, the White Sox are taking advantage of it, and that's all that they can do is play their best baseball and hopefully rack up some wins while the Twins are struggling. And then who would have thought the Kansas City Royals would have played the White Sox so tough? Usually it's an exciting thing to see when Kansas City is coming to town, but man, they have been one of the tougher teams for the White Sox to play. It's wild. Every so often, a certain team just has your number, and I feel like the White Sox were a little bit lucky to split that 4-game set we had with them over the weekend. And between us, everything's in the books. Everything's confirmed and done. Jose was out, right, at home? That was such a close play and such a risky send. It was so risky for Yoan to be sent. Before that, to be out at the plate. And Jose, that was close. We'll take it. But yeah, that could have gone the other way. And what a momentum killer that could have been. Instead, we get to see Jose do his amazing dugout dance and celebrate, and we could walk it off and hopefully take this momentum with us into Minnesota and then on our way to New York. So make your comments, make your predictions for the Pick to Click video for this coming week in this video, and I'll be out just tomorrow with the leaderboard updates, looking back at the week that was to see who had the best offensive week among the White Sox team. Oh, hey there. Me from a little bit in the future, I just realized that I forgot to make my own pick to click. And I'm going to go ahead and pick my favorite player on the team, which I haven't yet done, amazingly, this season. And that is Tim Anderson. Tim Anderson, I'm just such a huge fan of his in general, and great team leader. But I think I'm going to go with him. I think he's going to... He performs well against the Twins. I think he's going to enjoy that spotlight that is New York, and he's going to really shine in the Big Apple. I'm tempted to go out on a limb and pick Nick Madrigal because he had a pretty off week this past week, and even the week before then it was kind of below his standards. And I think he does have that just total skill that he doesn't stay down too long. The only risk is that Tony La Russa tends to play the hot hand, which is an understandable thing to do. And with Nick not playing all that well, maybe he won't get enough playing time. We'll have to see. He might play every game for all we know. And of course, Yasmani Grandal right now I think is a very strong buy now, if you will. Yoan is always one of the most consistent hitters on the team. It's so great. I want to make this point too. Wanted to make this point a little while ago. Imagine at the beginning of this year that we would find out that Eloy Jimenez and Luis Robert would not be with the team for a big chunk of the season. That sounds devastating. If you look at this team, though, Jose Abreu, reigning MVP, very consistent hitters in Nick Madrigal, Tim Anderson, Yoan Moncada. Maybe not a guy that has a high batting average, but Yasmani Grandal provides value on base percentage and with power. Billy Hamilton has had some great moments. So different people can be heroes at different times. And I think most importantly, the starting rotation is amazing. The bullpen has underperformed a little bit right now. So I think we'll see better numbers out of them overall in the season. You know, even with some of the hardships that the White Sox have had to deal with, they're a great team, and this just shows you what depth does. Had to get on a soapbox and just really celebrate how awesome this team is to watch right now. So anyway, I'm picking Tim Anderson, although there's just everybody is a good choice, I think. I don't think anybody is really scuffling. I think Yermin Mercedes, he had some really hard hit balls that were caught. They could have easily gone down the line here or there. Instead of a double, they're an out. And that could make a big swing in the span of just 1 week. Anyway, so go ahead and leave your comments. And anyway, back to what I was saying previously. As always, thank everybody for participating, for liking these videos, for commenting. And until I see you next, which will be very soon, play ball and go Sox.